YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back with my updated NFL rookie rankings heading into week 5. We update these every single week. We have loads of content every single week. Join us for our week 5 content. If you're new, you will not be disappointed in our videos. Check them out. There's a list of what to expect in the bottom left. Also, join us on Twitter. A lot going on there. Links pinned in the comments for social media like Twitter and our sponsors, GLD Shop, Liquid IV, code GOAT on both sites. Have a giveaway for GLD Shop. They have chains like this, the Eagles, pendant, and other NFL teams and other jewelry as well. So check it out. Links pinned in the comments for anything you're looking for. To the rookie ranking. So I had to make a last-second change here because of the performance of Devon Witherspoon on Monday Night Football. Absolutely absurd. Started off with some big hits, obviously reading, reacting, and making a big play. Just love his play style. Just like vintage corner. Don't see too many guys like that. But then topping it off with the pick six that pretty much sealed the game, but it changed the game in a way as well, because if the Giants score there, it's a totally different ball game. So it was just absolutely huge. He started the year off injured. I want him to put together a little bit more of a resume, to be higher than 10, but the game just kept getting better and better for him, and he's put some solid games on tape the last couple weeks. And he's such a unique player. You see him, like, he can be used in the slot and outside. So much upside, he's showing it. So he makes his way on the top 10. I want to see more good games under his belt to be better than 10. If he continues to play like that, though, like anywhere near, can't expect that every week. But if he plays like that, like he did on Monday Night Football, or close to, he's going to be much better than 10 as the year goes on here. So he does make the list now after that Monday night performance. You do see at the bottom there some guys that just missed the cut. Tank Dell's been very impressive. He had a down week this past week, wasn't a big deal. Michael Wilson, back-to-back very solid weeks, had 2 touchdowns this past week. The take on him pre-draft, looking at him at Stanford and the Senior Bowl even, was like, this guy is a safe bet to be a pretty good and consistent receiver, a very good and consistent receiver that gets open. The issue is durability. So we're seeing that. He's healthy right now, and he's very solid. I just really hope he can continue to stay healthy. If he has another game like he did last week, he can make the top 10. Zay Flowers has been pretty consistent, just outside the top 10. Some other guys just being a little bit more, even though he's pretty flashy, but a little bit more production, a little bit more. Will Anderson's getting pressure. He's been very solid. I want that pressure to turn into sacks for him to stay in the top 10. But he's right there. I think he's on a streak of not getting sacks. I think he's close to getting on a streak of getting sacks, if that makes sense. And then Brian Bruzzi of the Saints, interior defensive line from Clemson, is starting to pick it up, making plays in the backfield, getting pressure as well. But Devon Witherspoon with, that performance, and he kind of been building up to that, gets in the top 10. Sam Laporta enters the rankings, was just outside before, but another good game against the Packers. Consistently catching the ball in tight windows, and even when he's open. He gets open, though. And the Lions scheme kind of, they knew they can trade Hawkinson and they can get a solid tight end maybe in the draft and not go super expensive with it, because they can open things, they can scheme things open for that tight end, but they need a guy that can play outside, slot, and in line, that can get open and can make catches, but can also run after the catch. And I think they got that with Sam Laporta, and he continues to show that. So he's at number 9. Tuli Pelotu stays put at 8. Another very solid game. Didn't tally up another sack, but he was pretty damn productive. The Chargers pass rush got after a rookie in Aiden O'Connell. So another really good game for him. He's been the best rookie pass rusher so far. Again, Will Anderson's kind of on the brink of getting a lot more sacks. Byron Young's been pretty good as well. But Tuli Pelotu remains at number 8. He's been pretty damn impressive. Next 3 guys, Brian Branch, another Detroit Lions player. He actually got injured in the Packers game, but he got some play under his belt in that game, and it was good. And it's been good before that. Versatile defensive back, but mainly manning the slot. Very good in man coverage, zone coverage. He, breaking on the ball. Kind of been locked down in a way. We've seen him make plays, but he's in the backfield as well. So I didn't like that they put him back in the game, but it shows his toughness. I didn't think that it was necessary to put him back in the game after that injury. Got carted off, even, and they were obviously playing it safe. But then why weren't they playing it safe in the end? But even being knocked out of that game for a bit, he still had a good game. Devon Acham missed the cut last week, even though he had a monster game, but that was like kind of the only thing we had to go off of that one game, and he pretty much does it again. Not quite, but in terms of a big-time game, it shows that he can play like he did it again pretty much. So against a good Buffalo Bills team. And he pretty much was the best part of that offense, that Miami Dolphins offense. That's saying something too. So he's right behind Bijan Robinson for that rookie rushing title, which is pretty incredible. And he's a weapon. He's tough to game plan for. Like, what are you going to get from the defense? That's what defense got to be going. Like, what do we got to worry about here when he's on the field? So he's at number 6. So a few guys that are now entering the list. You see what the purple arrow means. You probably figured that out. Christian Gonzalez, number 5, down 3 spots. Yeah, he was playing like the defensive rookie of the year. He was in the driver's seat for defensive rookie of the year, and he gets injured in this game. Gets knocked out of it. So some of the other, I guess, elite rookies, not elite NFL players yet, but elite rookies that he was a part of, got to play their game. So that's enough to kind of knock you down a little bit. But he's been playing out of his mind. He was in the driver's seat for it. So, and he will miss a little bit of time. So that is extremely unfortunate, because again, I'll say it again, I thought he was in the driver's seat for it, and again, he could have been passed up even if he was healthy. And you got another rookie corner coming for him as well, but he was playing so good, like locking down top receivers, man coverage, a tough responsibility in that Patriots defense, being a playmaker but a lockdown guy at the same time, showing off his athleticism. So it's tough. I'm going to guess that he's going to continue to move down a little bit since he's going to miss some games. But he's built up a pretty good resume. So maybe it'll take another week or so, or maybe it'll be moved down. He'll be moved down after last week. We'll see. Achane, another game like he had, he can move ahead of him. Branch, I think those guys' best shot, obviously. They are 6 and 7. So, Gonzalez has been fantastic, but it's tough that he did get injured. Next 3, Jalen Carter stays put, continues to be very, very impressive. Disruptor on the inside, can stop the run, can, get after the quarterback from the interior. If you had the nitpick when we're talking about the elite guys, maybe you want a little bit more production, but at the same time, it's a little easier for running backs, receivers to get production. He's been very, very impressive. Just other guys that are maybe slightly better. Bijan Robinson up 2 spots. Stepped up this week, even though the Falcons really couldn't do much offensively. He's really was the offense. He needs the ball more on the ground and through the air. They got him going though. He broke loose a few times as that kind of that game-changing play ability, over 100 yards obviously in this game against the Jags defense, which is usually pretty decent run defense. So he's pretty much their offense, and he needs the ball more. He can. It's impressive too because for them, they're trying to come back in a game like this, and it's very difficult to run the ball. You don't want to do it because it's running more clock. The only way it makes it worth it is if the running back breaks off some incredible, like, big chunk yards, and he was doing that. Not that they came back or anything, but it just makes it more impressive there. So he's up 2 spots, number 3. Puka Nacua feels like number 1. Like, you almost could say, how is he not number 1? Because he's breaking records as a rookie receiver. Super impressive, catching the ball very consistently, making big plays very consistently. Won the game, game-winning touchdown, getting separation, getting in the end zone. 9 catches, 130 or so, 136 yards or so. Just consistently been a factor, for the Rams. It just feels like he should be 1, but there's another guy that feels like should remain 1, and that is C.J. Stroud. Tough to move him down from that 1 spot. So I do think there are more than 2 guys that have played like a number 1 guy, but really when I sit down and make these, who did I consider for 1? There's guys close, but it's really between Stroud and Nacua. It's 1A and 1B here. And then you got the next few guys, and there's a clear-cut top 5. It's tough that Gonzalez got hurt, and some other guys that are definitely on the rise. But C.J. Stroud, again, just doing things rookie quarterbacks aren't supposed to do. Factor in that it's the Texans, like the whole team's kind of new coaching staff. The offensive line's completely depleted, and he's doing what he's doing. He's making big plays through the air. He's very accurate. The timing of throws is there. He's elevating this team. He is elevating this team. He's making guys like, and Nico Collins has been fantastic, but these guys were there before Stroud was there. He's making the guys like that better, but teams got to fear the passing game. They got to fear the passing game because what Stroud can do, how he can maneuver in the pocket, and how he can get the ball downfield, how he can get the ball out quick on time, how he can roll out and throw. So I think that opens up the run game so they can win in multiple ways, and he just really boosted this team's morale in general. So I love the pocket awareness and presence We saw it at Ohio State. It was a big reason I liked him. We saw it in that Georgia game against the top pass rush. He makes pass rushers miss. He beats pressure not by running away, but with his footwork, and it's very fun to watch. It's different. He's definitely different in that category. So just making some big boy throws too. It's just he is. And there's multiple things elevating the Texans from what they were, but this is number one right here. When you have a quarterback playing like this, it'll do it. It'll do it, and it's as a rookie. Some other guys, Anthony Richardson gets in the end zone. He can run as well. Missing some time. Again, we're going off of only 4 games, so I want guys that played as much as possible. Richardson, I do like the upside. He's showing some glimpses here and there. Perfect world, I would like for him to have more snaps under his belt. Quarterback can't be missing time, especially as a rookie. And a little bit more accurate. Fix the accuracy a little bit, but he's an upside guy, so it's okay. I still see some bright moments, but that'll be why. I know some people may complain that he's not ranked, but again, we're just ranking the top 10. He's missed some snaps, some game, a game as well, so that is tough. There's some good guys not listed too. A couple receivers, Addison, Mims. We can talk about guys all day here, but Jahmyr Gibbs can work his way back there. It's more about getting those touches, but Dave Montgomery looks so good. So, there's a lot of. I'm excited to see who enters, who drops out. How the rankings change, how these guys play the rest of the way. So I'm excited. We'll be back every week with the rookie rankings. Things starting to heat up. We got loads of content here at the Goat House every single week. Next video will be our NFL power rankings, which we do every week, ranking teams from 32 to 1. But we got all kinds of videos to get to, so hopefully you join us. Join us on Twitter as well. That'll be big. Like, subscribe, to notifications on. Any important link you're looking for, pin in the comments. Gonna do it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.